Hey guys, welcome back to my garden. Welcome back to Sewing Back, and I'm Brandy if you're new around here. And don't get a lot of garden content this time of year. Today is December 28th, 2023, and it's winter. And so I do have crops still in my garden. I have some brassicas and stuff that are still doing okay. I plan, I hope to get in here this weekend. We're supposed to have some dry weather. We've had a lot of rain lately, which we've desperately needed, so I'm not complaining. But I want to be able to get in here. I have a lot of cabbages to harvest, and I want to get those harvested because I have sauerkraut and all the things I want to do with those. My Brussels sprouts will probably stay out here and winter over, and we'll probably get those late winter. The ones that our little friend didn't eat. And I have a few broccolis as well that I can harvest. But anyway, that is not why we're back here today. Today we're back here because while I feel like I do a pretty good job in my outside garden, my inside garden plants, they're not my house plants, I feel like I utterly fail at. And so this is one of the ones I have. And this it may be dead. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna try to bring it back to life. I think this one was, I don't know if this one was a Easter cactus, Christmas cactus, or Thanksgiving cactus. I can't remember. But it's sad. I mean, it's just sad. So I don't even know if it'll make it when we try to transplant it. But I wonder if you have the same issues I do about houseplants. And houseplants are really important in your environment, in your home. They help clean the air. I have a son with severe asthma. I also have asthma tendencies. So houseplants are really good if you take care of them. And like this is my one that I got from Trader Joe's in a video I had before the holidays. And look at the time. It needs to be taken out of this pot and put in this is the pot it came in. And I bought this pot, but if you notice, it's not really any bigger than what it's planted in. So they say you really want to plant in a pot that's 1 to 2 sizes bigger than what you currently have it potted in. So I don't know that I'm going to be, this pretty little pot I got at Tractor Supply, I liked it. I wanted to put that in my kitchen, but I don't think that's going to do it any favors. So I also have these terracotta pots that I got at the end of the season for cheap. And terracotta pots are really good. I know they're good outside because they won't bake your soil. And I don't know, I guess they're good on the inside. I don't know. But I just have some sad looking plants. And so I'm going to try repotting some of these and seeing if that helps any of them. Also, this is from last year's garden. This is my basil. And look at the roots. I have rooted it and had it in my windowsill. I have cut this thing more times than I can tell you for dishes that called for basil and in pizzas and things like that to top it with. But I want to pot it. So I actually think my new little Tractor Supply pot here I got, I'm going to pot my basil in it. And it smells so good. And put it in the kitchen window. And yeah, so we're going to try that and see if it works. I think I want to take the Christmas cactus. Now cactus or cacti, succulents or cacti, you want to have a special potty mix, which I do have. I did purchase it, just haven't used it. So I was thinking that I would try taking this pot that has this cactus in it now, because it's clearly, if it survives, it's going to be smaller, and putting it in the terracotta pot with some new cactus that'll be fed, see how it does, because I'm sure this is just dead. And then potting up in this one, I feel like this is bigger than this, so then I could take this pot and pot these herbs in it. I still don't know what I'm going to do with this one, because I don't know that I have a bigger pot for this right now, but it needs some, at least needs some pruning and cleaning. So I thought I'd bring you along and we would try to fix our house plants. And I hope it might motivate you, because if you have sickly looking house plants too, maybe you need to do this. And this is a great activity that you can do in late December, January, while you're waiting for all the garden hubbub to begin. If you're missing it, and I am kind of missing it. I like the reprieve and the rest, but you always get itching, like, I'm ready. For me, it's always after we have like a winter event, which we have not had. Actually, we haven't had a winter event in several years now, but I always anticipate that we'll get one. I hope we get one. And then once it's here and it's left, I'm over it and I'm ready for spring, because I don't love winter time. I know it's necessary, but it's not my favorite. So let's get started. Never had very good luck with them. I try. Never been very good with the those jade plants and the violets either. My husband's grandmother Louise she had some of the nicest ones. I don't know if this one will come back. I'll have to keep you posted. If it does, it looks pretty pitiful. But that does have fresh soil in it. The other was just dead. There was nothing good in it. And I only water maybe every 3 to 4 weeks these type of plants. So I don't know. So anyway, so we got that done. So now I want to take this pot that had it in it, and I'm going to put some compost in it. Let's see. I just want to put a little in the bottom. This has got rosemary, sage, and thyme. Okay, so this soil put on top. This is a newer plant. I'm worrying that it's not getting enough light where I've had it. So, I don't know. I love how it makes my kitchen smell. Alright, so we're going to go ahead with my little waterer here. I love this thing. And this compost will give it some good nutrition. I think this one, there's a lot of hope for it. So, if you have killed all your houseplants, don't give up. Um, Try and try again. And I love these herbs. I'm hoping the time will bounce back. I have used all of these through the holidays, so honestly, I've already got my money's worth out of it, but I'd like to keep it going. I like having it in my kitchen. It's handy. And like I said, this one I'm very excited about because I grew this from seed. It smells so good. I grew it from seed, and these were just some clippings I took at the end of the season, and I rooted them in water, and they've been rooting in water for probably about 3 months now. And so yeah, I'm excited for this one, and I love my little planter. It's going to be so pretty in my kitchen. Anyway, I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you are finishing out your 2023 season, garden season, your year in review, all the things that you're looking back on from this year, your wins, your fails. Realize your fails, you probably learned a whole lot more than you did from your wins, and so they're not really fails, they're just learning. A lot of times when we do our best learning is when we perceive that we have failed something. So don't be too discouraged. Take courage and learn from it. So I hope that you all will have an amazing new year. And I hope that you're like already starting to think about your gardens and what you might want to grow. And if you're starting out from scratch, start small. No shame in that at all. And know it is a learning process, and it's better to start on a small scale as you learn, because you will have things that flop and you will have things that flourish, but you don't want to waste money and time. You've got to know it's a learning process. And so thinking about it that way, if you're getting into it, if you are a seasoned gardener, what are some of your favorite things to grow? What are you most looking forward to? Do you have anything new, like a new variety of tomatoes or beans or something like that you're excited to grow this growing season? The next thing I would ask is, where do you like to get your seeds? I love in my gardener, I feel like I have had wonderful germination rates from his seeds and his pricing. I honestly, outside of the Dollar Tree, which I didn't have the same germination rate, but I did have a good germination rate. And when I snagged seeds at Tractor Supply that were being clearanced out, his has been the best price. And honestly, for the germination that you get, his have been the best price hands down. So, and he has great selection. I'm not an affiliate. I just like to tell you the truth when I've had a good experience with something, and truly have with his products. So also, don't think just because you're in January and February, there's a lot of seeds that you can stratify that need that cold stratification, like lavender, things like that you can put in the ground and just leave it alone, and allow your weather, that cold, to do that process for you. Because I can tell you it's a lot more challenging if you try to do it indoors and with refrigeration and all the things. I have done it successfully, but it took, I think it was 3 times before I was successful. And I got kind of frustrated with it. So I was excited when it finally worked, but you can use the weather, the climate, where we are in our season, to do it naturally out in nature. And there's a lot of things like that you can do if that's something that interests you. So I know I've done lavender. I've also done, the big one I did was the it's called blackberry lilies. And I had to stratify my seeds, and I actually did that in a refrigeration, because I got them at a seed swap later. I didn't get, it was already early spring when I got them. So, and it did work. It actually worked a lot easier than lavender. Lavender is a tricky one. So anyway, so there's a lot of ways you can still get in the garden. You can get in your flower beds and you can do things. There's a lot of winter things that you can put out if you're just itching to get your hands dirty. Otherwise, you can work on stuff in your house, like fixing your house plants and giving them a good feeding and up potting if you need to do that. So anyway, I hope this has encouraged you, and I hope that you are looking forward to the new year in 2024. It's interesting. I see lots of people predicting doom and gloom and all the things, and I don't know. I would like to think that we have a lot of things to be grateful for and thankful for, and that there's always hope in the future, and for the next day that is given, and that we should be thankful for it, and use it to glorify God. And so that's what I try to do and try to live by. And all the things of the world that I have no control over, I just leave to Him. And He is more than capable of handling all those things. And when tough times come, He is able to help me walk through those times, and to do it with dignity and with love and grace and kindness. And so that's how I choose to live, and that's how I choose to think, is that tomorrow is another day to be gracious and to be kind and to show respect to others and to show love and generosity. And I think that that's what God would want me to do, not to be dooming and glooming everything and just causing anger and anxiety and all the things that I see so many people struggling with. And so I hope maybe that might encourage you as well. And with that, I will see you in the next one. I believe the next one is going to be in the kitchen, because that blackberry jam, I have a grilled cheese, bacon, blackberry, and jalapeno sandwich I want to make and show you how good it is. So if you're thinking about making that blackberry crock pot jam, you should. So with that, have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.